friend Peggy? It's
Yeah,
like it's like deja vu tonight.
yes, it
Okay.
is.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to Raw Talk Live. It's the relationship show by adults, for adults, with adults. And when you say relationships, we always think about love and romance. But in this case, the relationship is about a friendship that went awry, a friendship that went wrong, a friendship that led to murder, and somebody brutally losing their lives as a result of this so-called friendship. Earlier, we talked about the horrible, unfortunate, tragic murder of a young Shanquilla Robinson. She's from North Carolina. She was in Cabo, Mexico, with her friends who turned out to be more like frenemies than anything else. And so we promised you that when we knew something updated, that we would bring it to you right away. This kind of got lost in the sauce. So here's what happened today, as reported by ABC News. So we wanted to share this with you and let you know, because we were wondering, why have these people who murdered this young lady, why were they not arrested? And we wanted to know more about the timeline and what
Right.
actually happened. And I think this report from ABC News, Good Morning America, will shed a lot of light on that. And so we wanted to make sure that we did it right away and not wait till tomorrow or next week to talk about it. So we came back tonight and wanted to just real quickly share this with you. So what I'm going to do is play the video story from ABC News as it was reported today.
Tourist in Mexico. The FBI has now opened an investigation into Shanquilla Robinson's mysterious death. Matt Rivers is in Mexico City for us. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, Robin. We've been covering this story for more than a week now, and with this new information that just came out really yesterday evening and overnight, more questions than ever now surround the death of Shanquilla Robinson here in Mexico.
This morning, a family looking for answers surrounding the death of North Carolina native Shanquilla Robinson at a luxury resort during a vacation in Mexico. The FBI now investigating as a bombshell new development has emerged. Mexican authorities say the American tourist may have been alive and that a medical professional on site may have been working on the 25-year-old for 3 hours before police arrived on the scene. According to local Spanish language reports, one of the guests staying at the resort called for help around 2 p.m. upon arriving, informing medical professionals that she had, quote, drunk a lot of alcohol. A doctor reportedly said she was stable but dehydrated, suggesting she be treated at a hospital. The guests, however, insisted she stay in the villa. Law enforcement authorities not called until later, eventually declaring Robinson deceased just after 6 p.m. Those reports differing from an autopsy obtained by ABC News, listing that medical professionals arrived at the villa around 3 p.m., declaring her dead within 15 minutes, citing the Charlotte native died from a severe spinal cord injury and a dislocated neck.
We got our first dead body.
This morning, a new video surfacing showing Shanquilla resting in a hammock at some point before the trip turned deadly.
Buddy.
I heard some stuff, a dead body. And, that just made me wonder, that was they playing all the time.
This on the heels of the now viral video, too violent to show, of a female roommate appearing to assault Shanquilla.
They just stood there and watched and didn't even try to stop it or break it up. She wasn't even fighting back. They attacked her.
Over the weekend, the community gathering to lay the once vibrant businesswoman to rest. Justice can't come soon enough for the Robinson family.
To let me know that my daughter's being murdered wasn't going to go in vain, that somebody's going to be prosecuted.
And even with all this new information, no formal suspects have been declared in this case by either the police, the Attorney General's office here in Mexico. So a formal conclusion surrounding this death still seems very far away at this point.
Yeah,
Guys.
but many want to hear from those friends, especially after that video went viral.
And so you see how confusing it is, you know, that they say that somebody, a medical professional, came and they said, oh no, don't take her anywhere, leave her here. That doesn't make any sense. That sounds like a lie to me. You know, how could somebody come there and see her bloodied and in that condition and say, oh, okay, that's alcohol poisoning, we're going to leave? You know, they said, oh no, just leave her here. That doesn't add up to me. That doesn't sound right at all. If the second story sounds more like what happened, you know, you call for authorities and they declared her dead when they got there. That sounds more like what happened.
Within 15 minutes.
Not somebody came in there and then let you send them off on their merry way.
No, you work on them for 3 hours.
Ain't nobody worked on nobody for no 3 hours.
Right. That's what I'm saying. All these conflicting stories. One said they worked on them for 3 hours. Another one said they declared her dead after 15 minutes. And then another story that they wouldn't allow her to go to the emergency room. So you got 3 conflicting stories.
Yes. But they say the case is fully clarified. They have a court order. There is an arrest warrant issued for the crime of femicide to the detriment of the victim and against an alleged perpetrator, a friend of hers who is the direct aggressor. Actually, it wasn't a quarrel, but instead direct aggression. We are carrying out all of the pertinent procedures, such as the Interpol alert and the request for extradition to the United States of America. It's about 2 Americans, the victim and the culprit. And so, you know, there you go. Her mother is happy, of course, she said in the video, to know that some action is being taken, and she's anxious for justice to be served. The FBI officials investigate the death of Robinson. Mexican authorities revealed Tuesday night that Robinson may have been alive and received care from a medical professional for several hours before authorities arrived and she was pronounced dead. That just sounds strange to me. The medical professional at the scene allegedly told Robinson's friends that Robinson was drunk, dehydrated, and that they should take her to a hospital. However, they declined to do so. What kind
they
of
was calling the mom, telling them they need 5,000. In the meantime, somebody was on the phone calling the mom, telling them they need $5,000 to get her to the emergency room.
Right.
But
the new report differs significantly from the original autopsy report obtained by ABC News, which said medical professionals arrived at Robinson's villa at 3 p.m. and she was declared dead within 15 minutes. The autopsy says Robinson died from a severe spinal cord injury and a dislocated neck.
That's from them whipping her up, beating her ass, right?
Right. So supposedly her friends requested medical consultation at 2:13 p.m. After a general practitioner from the American Medical Center arrived at the address, Robinson's friends told the medical professional that she had drank a lot of alcohol. That's what the man said in the video report. Mexican personnel said they noticed Robinson had a poor verbal response, was in a state of drunkenness and was dehydrated, but had stable vital signs. What? And that's according to the police report. The medical professional at the scene advised Robinson's friends to transfer her to a hospital, but the friends insisted that she stay at the villa. At 4:20, Robinson began having seizures, and that's when one of her friends Winter Essence Donovan dialed 911. As emergency medical professionals arrived, the police reports said Robinson began having difficulty breathing and had a decreased pulse. At 4:49 p.m., the general practitioner said they stopped feeling Robinson's pulse and started CPR until paramedics arrived. They continued with 14 CPR sessions and 5 doses of adrenaline without success. She went into an a cardiac arrest, according to the police report, and then was declared dead at 5:57 p.m.
That sounds about right.
According to the new police report, Mexican authorities were notified by Donovan around 5 p.m. local time of Robinson's condition, and Donovan and all of Robinson's friends who were with her in Cabo have not responded to ABC News' repeated requests for comments. They're not going to do that.
Oh, they Ziploc bags now, honey. Them zips. Them phones tucked away tight.
They probably don't, not even turning on a phone. So the FBI opened a probe into her death earlier this month. It is being investigated by Mexican authorities as a femicide, which we said is the act of killing a woman, of a man killing a woman. That's femicide. Let me see the exact. It says more. So when I clicked on femicide, it said more than 380 women have been killed in Mexico this year. No going to Mexico.
Oh, man.
And all of them are 386 instances in Mexico, according to the statistics.
All of them.
That means more than 5 murders of women a day for the first 68 days of the year.
That's high.
That's high.
That is high.
Mm-hmm.
And not to say that it's not happening in other places as well, but like I say, it's being highlighted now because the spotlight is there.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You have to be just as careful in Jamaica and St. Thomas and St. Croix or any other island you go to, Dubai or anywhere. You got to be just as careful. And I'm thinking things like this is happening everywhere.
Some I think her mother said that she would like to see each of them sent back to Mexico because their plan was to come back here thinking that they weren't going to be prosecuted.
Right. They thought they was going to settle in nice and cozy and just go back into their normal life.
Right. That Mexico wouldn't extradite.
That right. And there wouldn't be no more heat after this. They figure they safe across borders now.
Right. Wrong, and more wrong. But
they still saying it's one that they're really interested in, where I feel like all of them should be held accountable
equally.
All their feet should be held to the fire. And we know for sure that one started hitting them and fighting her, and then the second one took over. Like I said, those other 2 bystanders or the one that took the video and whoever else was in that room at the time, all of them should have their feet held tight.
Yep. We want to give a shout out to Willie Starr from Texas, who contacted me after the show and said, "Hey, you missed this. There is a warrant for their arrests. Interpol has been contacted. Now they're." So that means the FBI is going to work with the Mexican authorities to extradite him. And And he said, under no circumstances do you want to be in a Mexican jail.
Yeah, he told us
And
the story, right?
huh?
He shared his personal story with us.
He shared his personal story as a young international basketball player, and and their team played in Mexico, and they went over there and cut up and acted a fool. And he said they came after them with with machine guns drawn. They was ready and took them to jail. He said the jail is, if you would imagine, being in a room that had no roof on it, outside, just a wall around you, no. And he said, and they walk around that perimeter of that wall, with guns all the time. Ain't nobody, so it ain't no 3 hots in a cot. Ain't no showering. Ain't no calling your mama name. Ain't nobody putting no money on your books. Ain't nobody sneaking in no liquor and drugs. You don't get to screw the CO. None of that. Ain't no shenanigans. Ain't no TV. Ain't no cable. Ain't no internet for your ass.
No, ma'am.
Nothing but and maybe some dried, refried beans. Maybe if you're lucky.
Every now and then.
Every now and then. Every now and then.
And he said, what?
In there.
And Rodef had who? Somebody knew the ambassador or knew somebody who came to the game.
Yeah. That's how he
get out.
Yeah.
He said the only reason why they got out was because of favor. And what was the favor?
The favor was that somebody who was friends with the team knew the ambassador.
The coach, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, came out to see the game personally, and he made a phone call afterwards and got in touch with him, and they sent the bus out and got them out of jail and escorted them 100 miles away so they could get on the plane and return back to home.
To home. And to this day, that college is not allowed in Mexico. Nobody from there. That team can't go.
They still barred.
Still barred.
Yeah, when they bar you and disband you and ban you from these other countries and Canada and whoever else you get kicked out, it's a lifetime. You're not going back.
You ain't going back.
I think next year you're going to turn around and sneak back over there and they ain't going to remember you.
Not happening.
That's funny. And did he say he would not send somebody over there now? He wouldn't let his son go over there and play ball or nothing, right? He said, no way.
No, you don't want to go there. I'm glad I went when I went, and I did what I did, and I got back. Don't worry about me.
Right. I went once or twice. I'm happy with that. I'm not trying to jump on nobody's boat or plane or train and go nowhere. I'm good.
Yeah, but see, they went over there and stayed at a luxury Airbnb. I just walked up and down the street, a couple of times, bought some liquor from over here, some liquor from over there, a drink from over there, and got back on the ship, baby. I was going to be in hollering distance of that cruise ship. You hear me? I wasn't ducking off down no alleyway or trying to see nothing. I don't want to go on no ride. No, I'm good. But that part is good news. We just wanted to come back and give you an update in case you missed it like we did, because you're out shopping and buying your Thanksgiving food and trying to cook and pick up people from the airport and all kind of thing. You may have missed that latest. So Yeah, we're making progress. We're making progress here for Shanquilla. We
Yeah,
want justice for Shanquilla Robinson.
absolutely. Yes, we do.
Most definitely. Okay. Well, that's it, girlfriend Peggy. Well, our work here is done.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, you
Again, happy Thanksgiving. Happy
happy
Thanksgiving to
Thanksgiving.
everyone. Enjoy your family, friends, and loved ones.
Yes, because you never know. Have a good night.
Thank you. You too.